Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
We were talking a little bit between episodes about if you could ethically, sustainably, reasonably have any creature as a pet. And we'll open it up. It could be a fantasy creature if that's your shit. What pet would you have? If doing so wasn't like an ethical thing, if the creature was happy and fully sustained and there weren't any issues, what would you have as a pet?
Capybara.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's a good one.
Super popular
I-
these days.
Fucking love them.
Hippopotamus.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Do
The
you
the
want to
baby
die?
I
hippopotamus.
want all these things where this is a perfect world. My hippo's going to be cool. I've seen it be nice at the zoo and eat watermelons and
Do
have
you
a
want
good time.
like the pygmy hippo, like
Nope.
Mudang?
I want
Oh, okay.
a big one. I want a big ass.
I respect it.
hippopotamus.
I respect
You
it.
mean the creature, you realize that like a watermelon has enough similarities where it could do that to your head too.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
This is a fantasy answer, James.
Yep.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm interested. Okay.
Yeah, I just think that even when they're big, they're really cute. And one would be coming at me, and I'd be like, "Oh, dang, that sucks. I'm gonna get eat." But look how cute it is.
Yep.
I mean, dragon obviously is.
Okay.
Mm.
If I had to do fantasy, it would be dragon.
What
100%.
kind
you
of
could ride
dragon?
that.
Because you got like the Chinese dragon and the European dragon,
The
and there's-
wyverns.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely prefer the European where they got 4 legs and 2 wings.
Okay.
yeah.
There's also the fairy dragons in Pathfinder.
Fairy dragons are cool.
hmm
Fairy dragons are pretty dope.
Yeah, I'd
Very
be,
apartment friendly.
There's the tiny dragon from Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Mushu.
Which is a fairy dragon, essentially.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Shit. What is
Yeah.
his name?
see, I feel like I'd want one that I
Mushu.
could ride because that
Mushu.
just seems
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
Mushu.
But
Nice.
I'd
Oh,
take
yeah.
a tiny one. I'd take a tiny one.
No, I mean, look,
Mhm.
yeah, like Jason's got a hippo. You can totally have a riding size dragon.
That's the other thing. I plan to teach this hippo how to be a riding animal.
Okay.
Mm.
And like,
Oh,
imagine
that'd
if
be
I
great.
rolled up and was like, "I'm on my hippo today, guys." How cool would that be?
Drop your kids off at school on
Yeah.
the hippo.
Does
Yeah.
does the dragon breathe fire?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's more dangerous than a hippopotamus, if you ask me.
it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Look, all the smoked meats you could have.
Oh.
Oh,
It's very How to Train Your Dragon, and I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Could you
Okay.
sear this steak for me real quick?
That's funny.
That's well done now.
Capybara. So we got capybara, dragon, hippo.
My girls want hedgehogs real bad.
You
But
can
Oh.
have those.
I know that, yeah, for sure. But and my answer is just super cheesy. But they want like the YouTube version
Okay.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
hedgehogs, which
Yeah.
aren't, which
What is
isn't
that, like
real life.
Sonic?
We
No. It's just like they're really cute and they're always doing something funny and they're always swimming around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the fact is that they're nocturnal and most of
Uh-huh.
the time they just sleep. So like it's like very,
Yeah.
very, it's edited.
So
We have
Yeah.
a friend who
But
had
what's your
one.
animal?
Hmm?
But what? That's the girls. What do you want?
I want that for them.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
No.
don't get to answer like that.
So you get to-
I don't know
What
why.
do you
So
want?
no.
Ryan?
Plus, this sets
yeah.
Trent and I up. So we had a
Yeah.
friend, an old coworker, and a friend who had a hedgehog.
Yes.
This was the meanest little fucker
He
you've
was
ever
just
met.
a mean piece of shit.
Yeah.
Who
Ground-
and look, you know what?
It didn't like people.
Our friend
it-
had a groundhog like this. It was
Yeah.
just an
This
asshole.
this hedgehog was mean. It didn't like people, and trigger warning, it was just furiously, constantly masturbating.
Constantly masturbating. And
feels
it-
like a
Oh,
core
man.
problem.
they take their spit after
Like
they
their
eat
food.
and they just cover their bodies with
It's
it.
called anointing.
So they stink.
Yeah.
I do not
Yeah.
recommend, after watching our friend have this thing, ever having a hedgehog.
Sounds
rather
terrible.
So this
Getting
was
by hippo.
that's why this was
Get
my
them-
fantasy answer. I want to be
Yeah.
clear that I would want the YouTube version
Totally.
that's
totally.
just cute and fun and
Mhm.
running around and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Like no, because I've just done too much research.
I'm gonna get
Like,
you
I
a
don't-
dire hedgehog.
Like
and let it
everybody
loose.
that I've ever known that owns a ferret, like you walk into their house and it just smells like ferret.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, that's what I honestly think having
Also
a
very
hedgehog would be
stinky.
like.
Yeah.
And I'm just, but my kids, they're obsessed. But it's just one of those things because
Yeah,
this is a
that's tough.
fantasy answer.
Yeah, no,
That's my fantasy.
Just get him a
answer.
rat.
Talk him into
I don't necessarily want to take care of anything, so
Get
I'm
him a
good,
rat and name him Bradley.
dude.
you talk him into
Yeah.
chinchillas. We have 2 chinchillas.
Chinchillas.
Oh, there you
They're
go.
pretty low maintenance.
They would
actually.
like
They
that
make
for
funny
sure.
noises too.
And they're super soft.
Aw.
You just have to give them dust baths, which is weird. But
And
What
kind of
is that?
adorable. It's
you
exactly what
just
it's.
put dust in like this little bin, and they roll around in it, and that's their bath.
That's hilarious.
What?
They
Yeah.
can't
That's
get
the
they can't
opposite
get
of a
wet.
bath.
They're not supposed to get wet
They're
I
like
think
Which
it's
is-
after
like a
midnight.
gremlin?
because they'll. I guess their fur is like so dense that
Mhm.
the moisture won't escape, and they can like mold and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
wow.
they can make them sick.
Yeah.
That's lazy.
Birds
Yeah,
also
that's
take
just what
dust
they tell
baths.
people.
Is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
What?
Yeah,
really?
you can see birds every once in a while. They'll do dust baths. They'll just like be in some dirt and they'll just like fluff their
I'm
feathers.
gonna
I don't be
ruffle in the
watching
dirt.
birds like that, but
I'm
I
gonna
bet,
work that
you
into
know,
a Tengu joke later.
Oh,
throw some dirt on you.
now
Wow.
that's racist.
Yeah, it's
rub some-
racist.
rub
I'm
some
not gonna
dirt on
heal
it.
you. Just throw some dirt on it.
You sing along. You
Yeah.
say
Some
every,
dirt on it.
you say every word in the Tengu song.
I say it's funny. Speaking of Tengu songs,
Speaking
Wait,
of
did you
being
say?
racist,
No,
Two winners
He said
there.
no.
yeah,
Did you pick?
I didn't. I think it wouldn't be a fantasy creature. I've always loved raccoons, and I think I
Oh,
would
my
totally
dad.
have
I
like
had a raccoon for a while.
a pet raccoon.
trash cats.
Midwest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're great. I've always thought they were awesome. As a kid, I illustrated my own like Power Ranger whose animal was a raccoon.
I love their
Aw.
little hands.
That's
Their
Mhm.
little,
Yeah.
like,
Their little
Yeah.
They
hands
have
are awesome.
imposable
grubby
thumbs.
hands.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Did you ever see the gif of one like who got cotton candy and then he tries to wash the cotton candy and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
dissolves?
Oh, yeah, it
and he-
dissolves. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I like the one. There's one where he's eating grapes, and somebody tries to like reach their hand over, and he like
Yeah.
puts his hand all over his grapes. Like, no,
My grapes.
They'll also like grab cat food and then like walk
Mhm.
away
And
on
run-
two
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
And
Bipedally, too.
Yeah.
skunks.
Mhm.
If you get their scent bags removed, are also amazing cat-like pets.
You know,
Wow.
I just feels
Nope.
like a high risk sort
it
of
does.
situation.
It does. It does.
Seems
You're
like a lot
like,
of work.
I don't know. Maybe there's a bag in there left. Did they get them all?
How many bags are? No.
Also, why do you call them bags?
To like
That's a good point.
I didn't know
indirectly answer the question, I think raccoons are my favorite animal in the whole wide world.
Mm.
They're really cool,
Honestly, capybaras are my favorite
Yeah.
animal.
I
which
guess-
are related to raccoons, aren't they?
here's
Yeah, I
where
think so.
I think
tell
they're
you,
yeah, yeah.
related.
hippos are my
Yeah.
favorite.
So
what
I'll
is
say,
your favorite?
They're rodents, but
Hippo. Well, the baby
love
hippos,
hippos.
these days are so. Hippos are really badass.
Yeah.
but they are murder machines.
Well,
Yeah.
they are.
They're murder machines.
I really love owls.
Owls are
Ooh,
cool.
That's
owls are
another one
big.
too.
Owls.
Owls are very cool.
I like Jason wants an owl in real life.
Yeah.
I've been like looking at him when the kids are gone. We'll have owls.
we have
I,
one that lives in the tree next to our house.
Who?
So,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
in the tree?
He just sits up there and he's like,
Do you ask it questions?
no, I just
You
mostly
should.
listen to it.
Go ask
Like,
it questions.
hello, Mr. Owl.
Ask
How
it a
many
question.
licks does it take to
Yeah.
get to the center of a
Yeah.
Tootsie
It'll
Pop?
tell you with its mind.
I need its wisdom.
I think favorite animal for me, although I don't know I'd want one as a pet, I really love hyenas. I think hyenas
Oh,
are
yeah.
so cool. And
That's
Lion,
another like.
Lion King, man. Is,
Yeah, ruined it.
it's because
I-
you haven't watched Lion King.
Yeah, that's true.
I only have
I'm not
disturbing
watching
facts
Ashton
about
Kutcher.
Kutcher.
hyenas.
Watching- Jane just mouthed he's not ready, and she's right.
like how
He'll never
hyenas
be.
aren't dogs.
No, much more disturbing.
Oh,
Oh no.
like we shouldn't talk
Don't
about them
ruin it
on
for him.
air.
Well,
Yeah.
you could cut it out. I mean,
Go for it.
there's a whole thing where female hyenas have penises, and then the penises like explode when they give birth, and
Whoa.
they get super injured from it.
Wow.
This reminds
It's
me of that-
horrifying.
There's a Jim
Go ahead,
Gaffigan
Google it.
joke where he's like talking about how the male seahorses carry the children, and he's like, doesn't that just seem like the scientist was told he was wrong, and he was just like, no, the male has the children. Yeah.
All right, so I think it's probably time for us to go to like honestly like a pet favorite thing of mine, which is combat. In
Oh.
They're looking up the.
Did Jason
penis
look it
thing.
up?
This
Yeah.
is a fact.
For what it's worth, their female penises are indistinguishable from the male penis.
I'm sorry.
That's the first line
Yeah.
it gives.
Except that
It's like I don't know why that was the
explode.
most. Yeah, exactly.
So
I didn't type in explode. Let me look that up.
No, I think when it's time for you to look up,
yeah, look up
is,
exploding penises real quick.
HR.
Hey, listeners, go Google exploding penises.
Dude, I am not reading any of this
Yeah,
out
don't read
loud.
that.
Nope.
All right.
This is worse than fairy smut.
Speaking of
I
fairy
mean-
smut,
It's time for spider smut.
Oh,
Oh.
There's a section called reproductive cost.
yeah,
is high.
yes, there is.
All right. Well, let's just jump into this fight. So I believe it was this this cave spider's turn.
They have them to keep the males from killing them when they're little.
Oh,
So
well, that
they-
makes sense.
Oh, interesting.
That is
Interesting.
interesting.
All right, let's kill some spiders.
Yeah.
No, if I
Nothing
remember
about hyena
correctly,
dicks.
Yeah.
I think I critted you at the end of last episode, Trent.
Yeah, I think you did.
So you know what? Let me just. No, I don't get a card, unfortunately, because they're not higher level than you.
Okay.
But let's go ahead. Let's roll some good damage here.
No, let's not.
Did the spider crit or the?
Spider crit.
Okay.
All right, easy number here. It's Trent.
Yeah.
Okay, I need 14 points of damage,
Okay.
Die of poisoning.
and I'm gonna need something from you.
Fort save.
Yeah.
Fortitude save.
Okay.
And then it's Lucky's turn.
It's not bad.
25.
You're
I
fine.
like it. Totally
Actually, no,
fine.
sorry. I still have 2 more actions. That's my
No,
one more
no, you're
action.
done.
There was 1 action to move, 1 action to bite. All right, oof, Trent, 15 to hit. That's a miss. Lucky, it's your turn.
All right.
Delay.
Web Weaver 1, dead.
Yeah, he is.
Let me just move that. Jonas.
Because
Your name is Jonas.
It is.
Dun, dun, dun,
Because I'm not doing this in
Weaver
back-to-back
Web.
episodes, I'm just going to pop another tree right up the top of that shaft.
Ooh.
dun, dun. Boom, tree.
Same spot
Boom,
right there.
tree. That's fine, as long as it's next to...
Next to me.
That's actually next to both of them now.
Oh,
So,
yeah, it is.
and I talked about this rules-wise. I don't know if you want to press the button, but
I always want to press the
the
button.
rules says that it doesn't take up so much space that you can't move through the space,
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't say you can occupy the space.
Interesting.
It very specifically says it doesn't take up so much space that you can move through it. So a bad guy could move through the tree space if it wanted to. But I
Oh.
do think that would save you from flanking
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
if spaced strategically
Like
enough.
it wouldn't give you flanking, but it would keep them from flanking.
It would
you.
keeping them from
Yeah.
I don't think you could occupy the square, but you can move through
What
it.
if you occupy
okay.
the square to take cover behind your tree?
I think you could totally take cover behind it. It's an object. It's a tree. Because if it
I
doesn't,
think
isn't
you
all
can take.
used.
Yeah, if you're adjacent to it, I think you can take cover. But I'm not sure if you can occupy the same space.
If you're adjacent to it.
If
I'm
you're
adjacent to
adjacent,
literally
yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
Adjacent to it.
All right, Jonas, you got 1 action left. What do you want to do?
I'm going to cast guidance on Lucky.
Ooh,
Nice.
Lucky's a cat right now.
I'm going to cast guidance on Nikolai.
I thought
Nikolai's already
it
had guidance.
I'm going to cast guidance on
yourself.
the Tengu,
Hooray!
All right.
if I can see her.
Yeah, she's kind of right at the edge of
Yep.
it. You can kind of look up and be like, oh, okay, I see the bird. All right, Nikolai.
Nikolai's gonna climb.
I almost went Jonas, but it wasn't. Jonas just had his
You
turn.
get a +7,
Okay.
right? Still?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're following your leadership. I'm allowing it because you gave so much instructions. Oh, plus I'm really farming patches out of it.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh,
better.
Okay.
You said +7.
Yeah,
21.
you got it.
Nice.
That's not a crit, though, so it's 10
22.
feet. So that's the rest of the way up because you were halfway.
Okay.
All right, so you'll come out here on the eastern side. That's the place where there's room for you to pop up. I'll pull you both up here. You'll come out, and we're going to put Lucky right there next to the spider for you,
Who was
Joe.
that cat?
Nikolai.
So that was 1 action, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my next 2 actions to cast Bless.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. What does it do again? +1 on attacks
+1
and damage?
attack rolls.
Or is it just that thing, you know?
Yeah, it's
Attack and damage or just attack?
just attack rolls.
All right. It's now Cave Spider 3's turn. That's the one that came over to flank you, but it's in a bad way. But I think it's gonna double down on you, Arthur.
The one behind me?
The one to the
south?
north.
Okay. The spider to the north.
The spider to the north. Ooh, good roll.
Mm-mm.
28 to hit.
That's a hit.
Ugh.
but not a crit.
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be 9 points of damage, and guess what?
Fortitude save?
Fortitude save. Second attack misses. Third attack also misses. Then it'll be Laku's turn.
Do you want a patch?
Yeah.
Wow. Lauren is being quite generous.
She has like 40 patches.
It's because I'm
27.
40 times as funny as you.
You are
Dang.
way
You know what?
You're not wrong.
That was pretty funny.
That's another one.
Here you go. That's a good joke. Take a patch.
Jane's like,
You're
that's a
not
patch.
You may have gotten slate bonus points for dunking on Trent in a friendly manner.
Wow. Wow. You ate my peanut clusters.
They were delicious.
They were delicious.
They were your mother-in-laws.
That's true. That's true. 27.
To what?
The fortitude save.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Laku, it's your turn.
All right, I need to reload my crossbow, so I do that.
Shunk.
Then devise a stratagem, recall knowledge. Oh, wait,
I
secret.
roll it. Yeah, you want to do it in the spiders or the other lurker?
Let's do the spider that's to the south of me.
All right, that's a nature check.
Okay, +10.
What do you want to know?
What's going on with the poison?
Yeah, so this is hunting spider venom.
Hmm.
It's a fortitude save, maximum duration of like somewhere above 5 but below 10 rounds.
Damn.
Basically, the higher stage you go, the clumsier you are, and you take poison damage. The lower stage, the less clumsy. So,
Okay.
I think that is in fact what almost killed the character that I was playing.
Aiden,
You know,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it would have been the PF1 version, but yes, I believe so.
because it just kept accumulating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, PF1, like the condition track was brutal. I mean, not that 2's isn't bad, but it's a little more balanced.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and roll to see if I want to
Use this attack
use
on this
this
one.
roll.
What'd you get?
It's a 9.
On
I
the
don't
spider?
know. We'll see.
Okay, you got one
It's-
action left
So yeah, I take the shot, and it's gonna be a 23.
against the spider.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. You've fought so many like. It's been a while since you've done a swarm adjacent fight. Not that these are actual swarms, but like a lot of enemies, which lower ones. I feel like you're also used to the whole like parties level +3 sort of
Yep.
ACs. You're
Is
like,
this a manipulate action in combat range?
it isn't, but ranged attacks in combat range do intrinsically provoke if they have it.
Okay.
But she fired last time in melee range too, and nothing attacked.
Fair enough.
All right. It's a 12 points
12
of damage.
All right, so that's going to be on Spider 3.
And I point at it and I say, Arthur, hit it there.
Oh, okay.
And so you get it's off guard to you.
That is such a cool ability.
Yeah.
All right. Now Web Lurker 2 that's over there to the southeast of Arthur is going to have a turn.
Mhm,
All right, here
mhm.
we go. Can I crit Arthur? Can I crit Arthur?
Come
Favorite game.
on.
Ooh, 24?
Hit?
But is it a...
No, not even close. Come on.
Ooh, well, I'm...
Come
okay,
on.
here we go. Morkborg D8 for 9 points of damage. Plus, guess what it's time for?
Wait, a
Oh,
D8
wait.
for 9 damage?
Yeah, I was curious about the same thing.
It was a D8. Yeah, and I got a bonus.
Okay.
But also, I forgot
that
there's a
just
tree
sounded
next to you.
very odd.
Trent, there's a tree next to you.
Oh, there is.
So
Yes.
with
you'll
20
actually
hit points.
so it's down to 11 hit points.
Yep.
It absorbed all of it because in my mind you don't get to get hit by a poison if you don't take any of the damage.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
the way I've always played
that
it.
was 8?
And
9.
that tree specifically is immune to hunter spider poison.
It's weird that
Oh,
you
It's in the
roll
fucking
Wow.
stat block.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in the stat block.
Yeah. Okay.
The long list.
Interesting.
It's
That is
very
super
specific.
cool.
It's unfortunately not very future proof because of that. Only
Yep.
poisons that existed at the time of
No,
writing
that's
or
just
prior.
this tree. I'll summon a different tree next time.
Oh, sure.
Hmm.
A tree with different kind of venom
Yep.
resistance.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Second attack here, Trent. We're gonna go for the claws, and that's gonna be a 19.
Miss.
Final one here, 13.
Miss.
All right.
'Cause
Cave spider.
I'm not off guard to that one, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Cave spider. No, this you are off guard to this cave spider.
Yes.
All right, here we come. Ooh, 22, and you're off guard.
It's a hit.
And let's see, it's 7 points of damage, which the tree absorbs.
Yeah.
So I think it has what 4 hit points
4
left.
hit points left.
Look at me doing fucking math.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Second attack from the spider is probably going to miss at 16.
Yep.
Final attack with the spider, 4.
Critical miss.
Oh no, Arthur, it's your turn. The one to the north of you is off guard.
Yeah, and I've been told where to hit it.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack
Right in the hit.
it. Right in the hit.
You got this, Arthur.
Yeah, got a scroll.
Your whole life.
Oh,
Every time
yeah.
Ari kicked someone down into a spider den, you've been practicing for this.
yeah. It's a 30.
Jesus, fuck, that's a crit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Wow.
21.
Oh, it's dead. It's
Awesome.
super
Yay.
dead.
31.
Yeah, it's dead.
okay.
Which one?
It has
The
a
one to the
family.
north. The one to the north of Arthur.
That thing is very dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
It got splatted.
Spider splatted.
Um,
Sounds like a kid's toy that
Mhm.
advertised during commercials. I love my spider splat.
It's like a Renan's.
And they don't do a ton of damage, but there's this other one over here though.
Yeah, there is one more legally not an Ettercap to the southeast of you.
I'm going to take out and drink an elixir of life.
Like it.
Oh, fancy.
And that's my turn.
Yep. All right. That makes it the cave. Or the.
Web lurker.
Yeah. No, not the lurker. The other fucking spider, John. The cave weaver. Cave Weaver 2 is the one to the east, so no flanking here. So we're going to come in first with the Fang Bite. I might have finally messed with the 20.
Oh, on me.
Yeah.
Not off guard. Miss.
All right. Okay, hear me out. 9
Critical miss.
and 15.
Miss.
I feel like I want to do my own version of a hear me out cake, but instead of it being conventionally unattractive things I find attractive, I just wanted to be like a hear me out. Does a 14 hit? Like
Yeah.
it's the RPG specific hear me out cake of like
Not this
no,
time.
no. Wouldn't the fireball set the lantern oil on fire?
Right.
I feel like we could do a really good TikTok of a
Probably
RPG. Hear me out, GM
That'd be
cake.
funny.
Yeah. Okay, that makes it Lucky's turn. You have been delaying this whole time, but if you just want to go.
I was waiting for Nikolai's turn, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, you would have had a turn quite a while ago after Nikolai
Oh, okay.
came up.
That's my fault. I missed it.
So you just want to
Yeah, we'll just-
take your original place?
Sure.
Here you are, top of the
Back
order.
to the
You're a
original
cat.
place.
Meow.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay, which direction?
Just behind Nikolai.
All right, so you go to the northeast, up behind Nikolai,
One
his
more.
little
Local
cave
Lucky running
system.
away.
All right, then I'll uncatify.
Who came up with the sound Lucky makes when changing in and out of cat? Like meow meow meow
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, that's good.
And then I'll just grab my bow.
Cool, nice and simple. Jonas.
Jonas is going to
Now it's stuck in my head. Your
Jump
name is Jonas.
up to the top of the
Dun,
hole
dun,
with my
dun,
scroll
dun.
of jump that's been out since last episode.
Sure,
Boing.
Sorry about that.
that's the sound it makes. It sounds a lot like a mic stand getting punched.
Can I land right
Yeah.
behind Arthur?
Yeah.
How high can you jump?
30 feet.
Damn.
Scroll of jump, man. I'm telling you, jump is an awesome spell.
Yeah, I think jump is somewhat underappreciated. Like, I always think though. I think we talked at one point about how in Morrowind, if you're playing like older Elder Scrolls games,
Yeah.
you'll come across, you'll just be like walking down a path in Morrowind, and there's just a scream, and a body falls out of the air, and you find on it a scroll of like something jump.
That's
and
funny.
If
Yeah.
you look in the coding of Morrowind, what it talks about is that like jump as a trait, it gave you increase your jump skill, or maybe jump height, but not jump skill. So it would launch you into the air, but because it increased your jump height, not your jump skill, you couldn't survive
You
the
couldn't
fall.
survive the fall.
Yes. Constantly
Wonderful.
Yeah.
With my third
yeah.
action, I'll cast guidance on Arthur,
Oh shit.
Cool.
Okay.
and I will delete one scroll of jump.
Nice. Nikolai. Nikolai's.
Is going to take us to. It's going to move 10 feet.
Okay. Looks like he's going to the east, kind of going near this cave mouth, actually, to the east area. I think the sun's probably well above the middle area now, but the long shadows of the winter afternoon are coming down over this hill on the southern side of the river. The hill that will always be known as the home of Lamont Drusilla,
All right. So
I was like,
60
where is this going?
the
Not anymore.
beast of Shattershield.
Fucking dead.
A 60-foot line. Does it get this third spider too, or just
Yeah,
those
100%.
two?
Maybe you can get all three.
I need them all to make reflex saves.
Do you think you can finish the whole fight right here?
Maybe.
Nice.
All right, so
Let's
here's what
go.
we're gonna do. We're gonna go number 3 is green, is yellow. The other one is white. So we're gonna do the spiders here first. Reflex save, you said?
Yeah, it's probably pretty good, but
I mean, these are low level. Reflex is their best, but it's a 19 and a 22.
the 22 is fine. The 19 fails.
Okay. And the legally not an Eder cap, I think, does pretty well here at 27.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
the 2 that passed will take half damage.
Sure. Hey, at least they're taking any damage. I feel
Yeah.
like for a
Yeah.
while it was like just don't critically succeed. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, how nice is it to get some diversity in the fights?
All right, so 8
Is the half?
is the whole.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
a couple d4. It's not a big
Sure.
deal. This is that one that's like Kamehameha. You're supposed to build it up and add more.
Oh, God.
But I'm just firing off the 2 action, John.
Yeah.
So 8
Like
and then
you
4
do.
for the half.
Okay, yeah, I think you probably are
Just
fine
make
on
a
all of
chunk
this,
of 'em.
right? Oh, God. Sorry, I'm taking my notes down. C1, C2. So C1 took 8, and then it's 4, 4. Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Luck-coo.
I thought you were going to say lucky.
No.
Is Arthur, how bad is Arthur looking? Is he
I'm
pretty
really
hurt?
not that hurt.
Okay.
I'm
Then
down like 16.
The tree has done a lot of work.
Yes.
tree is helping.
The trees.
Are you poisoned?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Can't see the forest for these trees.
just gonna go ahead, reload my crossbow,
Chunk.
devise a stratagem
Against which one?
against the I forget what they're called, the not ettercaps,
The legally not ettercaps.
The legally
the
not
web
ettercaps.
lurkers.
web lurkers.
Lurkers in the web.
I think this hit last time, so I'm gonna go with it again.
Okay.
25.
That's definitely a hit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is one thing I think is really cool about the investigator is it rewards people who engage with the game in a very
Yes.
sort of
Mhm.
Dark Souls style of like,
Mm.
would this hit? Will that hit? If this is a hit, can I probably do better against something else that has a lower AC? Like how you engage metagame with the investigator is so cool.
Do you get to choose then who it hits? Oh no,
So
because
you-
you're
you-
devising a strategy
you-
against a creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then if you attack someone else, you get to roll something fresh.
Oh sure.
But you don't get all the fun bonuses that you get from
Mhm.
using the devise a stratagem roll.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So it is 16 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Nice.
that's, yeah. Okay. It's still alive, but it's not doing great.
And then I'll give Arthur, again, it is off guard to you for your first attack.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
the big fella. Huh?
Yeah, the
Yep.
big fella.
The
All
big
right.
fella whose turn it currently is, I think it's going to swing at Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Arthur. Fuck this. 17 to hit.
Miss,
19 to hit.
miss,
Oh, sorry, that was a 20 to hit, actually.
miss.
Yeah, and the third one's a miss.
I
Yes.
really appreciate that these
Love it.
spiders have only attacked Arthur.
His armor is incandescently shining. He's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
like a giant fly fishing lure,
Mm.
but for enemies. And you don't have any other melee characters, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now it's the spider on the south's turn. And it's going to come at you, Trent, with a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. And that's going to be 6 points of damage, which I think is more than the tree can soak. The tree soaks 4 of that. You take 2. The tree is down. And it's time for a fortitude save.
Passed.
You sure?
Yeah, it's 28.
You sure about that?
Yep.
Yeah, you did pass. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Attacks 2 and 3. Okay. Ooh, that might actually be something good. 22 on attack 2.
That is a hit.
And then, God, we'll start with that. Okay. So that's going to be 7 points of damage and roll a fortitude save.
Okay. 23.
Yeah, you're fine. And then Trent, roll a d6 for me because
Oh yeah.
Critical. Oh, it's a 1.
2.
Wow, this is awkward.
This is awkward.
okay, 2 melee, creeping hesitation. It is flat-footed until its next turn.
Oh.
That's
Ooh, I
off
love
guard.
that.
The
So,
one on, the one
yeah.
to the south,
It is off
right?
guard.
Yep. The one to the south is off guard. All right, Arthur, it's your turn. So the one to the south and the legally not a netter cap are both off guard to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's legally.
I'm going to
It's my favorite thing.
It's so funny.
I'm going to use the first action to attack the legally not an ettercap.
Yeah. The LNE.
Eleni, yeah.
I will say I titled an episode, like I even called out a title for an episode, but I changed like in the episode. Oh god damn
Natural
it.
20, bitch.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's the second one of the day.
So while you're prepping that, go ahead and roll a D4 or a D6 or something for me. Ryan, like
6.
weird names. There was an episode that I just finished editing that'll it'll come out like a week or two from this recording, where I even called like in the middle of the episode like, oh, that's got to be the name, but I made the name something else, which is when we were fighting the two-headed troll.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, no, you all actually know the name of the troll. Do you remember the name? And without missing a beat, you go troll, comma, two-headed.
That's what it said on the bottom of it.
And so I think that episode is, I think it will release as troll, comma, two-headed.
Oh, I love it. That's totally me to like get really physical with the
Yeah.
mic.
Look, it comes through well because it adds a different
Yeah.
tone, but it doesn't change the volume very
I love
much.
it.
It's like it's excellent.
So funny.
Yeah.
I'm hilarious.
All right. Well, if it survives, it will be. It will have a shattered jaw.
How much
it
health
is
does it
wounded
have?
1, and it cannot speak, eat,
has a
drink, or
jaw?
make attacks with its jaws.
Ooh, no more
It's got
bites.
25 health.
It's dead.
Yeah, okay, never mind. You shatter its jaw and its
Bye.
life.
Nice. And then I'm
chat.
gonna.
Troll,
Wait.
comma, two-headed.
That was the.
The legally not an the
Yeah.
LNA.
Oh fuck yeah.
The one to the south is also off
Yeah,
guard
I'm
too.
gonna attack that one now.
It's also the one that got wounded most by the Kamehameha Erastil.
This may not hit. It's an 18.
Yes. So about that. That's a hit because
Oh,
it's off
nice.
guard. So because of its crit failure. How much health? Oh, these things do not have a ton of health.
10 and 6 fire.
So 16, I believe that's called.
That is what it is called.
I believe so.
Okay. It is one hit.
I'll try. I probably won't hit it.
I mean, these are the most ripe targets, and it's off guard.
Yeah, that's a miss.
You sure?
Yeah, that's a
You sure
9.
about that? Okay, yeah.
Pretty bad.
I just can't unhear the "you sure about that" from. I think you should leave. You sure about
sure
that?
about that?
You sure
Are
about
you
that?
sure about that?
Oh God! For those of you who like, I think you should leave. There was a show he had on, I think MTV, called Detroiters that ran like 2 seasons.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix now. It's about these 2 guys running like the world's shittiest ad agency in
That's
Detroit,
hilarious.
and it's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
All right, it is the one to the east's turn. Guess what it's gonna do, Trent?
It's going to attack me.
It's gonna attack you. It's gonna be a 17 to hit. And
Miss.
it's gonna try to attack you again. This time, 21.
That is a hit.
Yes. Oh yeah, 8 points of damage. And you know what, Trent?
Oh, I need a patch.
Do you want a patch?
Yep. You said 8 points of damage?
Yep. And what's this new result? Because then I rolled something on this last
that
attack.
is a 19?
You're fine. This last attack.
Critical. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
it's a 1.
Yeah.
I like it.
Each of these spiders have been like, I'll go for that 3rd hit.
2.
All right.
Their demise.
Too much stuff. It gets tangled in its gear and it is encumbered. It must spend 2 interactions to free itself. It gets tangled in its own
legs.
webs.
Yeah.
8 legs would be a lot to keep track of.
I'm
All right,
all left
Lucky.
feet today.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot
8 of
that thing. One's still off guard, right?
Yeah, the one to the south is just auto off guard. It has
Yeah,
shit
let's-
cover, but
let's
their
shoot
AC
at
is
that.
not great to
That's
start
one
with.
hit.
Yeah, it's
26.
That's a hit. Will you do at least 2 points of damage?
I will.
It's dead.
Okay,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna fire at the other 2. I'm not even gonna
Nice.
try and sneak attack them.
These little plastic spider miniatures are just like the generic Dragon Game
They're
line
fucking good.
spider miniatures, and they are genuinely some of the best. No, I will say I did like add to the bases a little bit. It was fun to give the bases some more texture, but just like as a base mini, these are some of
Yeah.
the best spider miniatures I've ever come
I
across.
love that we're getting rid of them one by one.
flat 20.
That's a hit.
4 damage.
Hey, double the amount of damage it's taken.
And we'll try one more.
You got this.
Probably not. It's a 16.
That is a miss. Jonas,
Jonas, how many are left?
there's one
One
spider
more.
on the other
No.
side of Arthur from you.
Yeah.
Ignition.
Nice.
Remix to ignition.
Damn
Did I get
it.
it right?
Yes.
That's
You got it.
Yeah, that's correct.
18?
Sorry.
18.1?
Oh, I round down in this case.
Oh, no,
Ah,
that's
shit.
fair. It's fair. It's fair. Yeah, I miss.
Okay.
And then I cast guidance on the.
Lucky's around this time.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Okay. Nikolai,
Thanks.
Nikolai's gonna shoot.
you got this.
Could have cast on the spider.
True.
That's a miss. I'll try again.
Get that kill.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do needle darts.
Oh, you got a spell.
Shoot,
Huh?
needle.
Yeah, you got a spell. Is this a save or is it an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
Will it be at map?
Yep.
Can you do it? Sorry, that was a low whisper.
21.
Can you do it? Fuck, that hits.
That's what's up.
No,
Nice.
good. That's good. We want to be done. Give me the treasure.
Mhm.
All right. So
I need it.
Needle dart this fool.
5.
Put the needle darts into my veins with the treasure.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Sounds dangerous.
Sorry.
Don't do that to yourself.
I did not go down this combat because of the trees.
10.
Damage?
10 points of piercing damage.
Damn. All these little needles fly into it.
Mm-hmm.
Laku, it's your turn. There's one enemy left.
Yep. Gonna do reload crossbow, devise a stratagem, and then hopefully just kill it.
Yup.
Oh, gross. I'm gonna use patch.
Oh,
Yeah, patches are good.
I think you went from like 5 to 1 now.
Yes. They were mostly to help you.
Yeah, they were all for me.
It would be a 24.
Are you gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now you've used your action to devise a stratagem.
Yeah, does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Just making a meal. Gotta eat.
Yeah,
Oh God, so many dice.
Oh, look at those low rolls.
that should be enough
14.
Ooh, that it
I'm
kills
disturbed.
it.
though. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was like, oh my god, does it have 15 hit points?
So keyword.
No, it had 9 hit
Yeah,
points
figured
left. I
It would
think.
be
Oh, okay.
single digits.
You know
Yeah.
what's
Huzzah.
You know what's cool about needle darts?
What's cool about needle darts?
Well, so it takes a piece of metal, in my mind, it's just been a tip of an arrow that turns into needle darts. If you're holding a cold iron thing, you can make those needle darts cold iron needle darts.
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
That's really
whatever
cool.
piece of metal
Yeah.
that you're
So
casting it from.
If you're holding adamantium, you can make
Yeah, you can make an
adamantium
adamantium
needle
Could you
darts.
come over and hold my sword
I suppose.
and then do it?
What don't we have?
Because your sword's cold iron,
We
right?
have
It
a cold
is.
iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a cold iron dagger.
You don't have silver?
Oh,
You get like
no.
a marble bag with
We
like
have
a.
wood.
I don't have any
silver.
silver.
Would be
We
great.
have the
yeah.
ironwood stuff.
The dark wood.
Oh, yeah.
Darkwood, yeah.
That's a Magneto shit. It's so badass.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
All right.
I'm surprised you don't have as big of a spell for you.
Searching.
I have access to it.
I have a look. He's like, everyone alive? Fine. Fuck it. Actually, people might be dying. I'm going to look. So you check out this room. There are still the thousands of spiders scurrying along the walls and ceilings. They're giving you a little bit of room now after you've killed so many of their like giant
Mm-mm.
roommates.
Mm-mm. I go over and burn all their webs
Okay.
Wow.
with the sword.
Sure. You're like that level 1 character in an MMO in the first zone,
Yeah.
just attacking the wall
I'm
with the
just-
sword.
Yeah, rubbing my sword on the wall.
So, there's not really much in here except you
Search.
think,
Wah, 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 wah.
what about those cocoons?
Oh, yeah. I'd definitely look in this.
Yeah, we'll
'Cause
detect
you know-
that magic too.
Bodies.
Bodies. And you do find a cocoon of an unfortunate explorer in the western cave.
Do you let his body hit the
Is
floor?
it Val?
Ah,
What's that?
Is it Val?
No.
Yes. Yes, we do.
That would be horrifying to find one of our friends like in a cocoon.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I thought she went to visit her parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mean
Which-
Ari? Because if you find Val's body
Oh,
in here,
man, we
yeah,
found
if you
Ari.
find
Val-
Val's
who I
body in
found
here.
Val's body.
We
Oh,
found
man.
both of them in here.
you're like,
Crazy.
She's got a couple.
what
a couple
level is-
vampire holes in her neck,
And then you saw Drashar's hanging upside down by his toes, like a freaking weirdo.
sleeping.
okay, all of you.
You finally came.
Wrong character.
Oh.
So it has leather armor on. If you want to loot some leather armor.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Womp, womp, womp.
There's a pouch on the belt with a large amethyst worth 40 gold.
Okay.
Cool.
Is it magic?
Ooh.
Magically delicious.
All right, I eat it.
But it's very
I
pretty.
start
It's pretty,
speaking with
yeah.
an Irish accent.
There is a dark wood flask on the hip. It's empty, but the flask alone is worth 10 gold.
Oh, nice.
For made out of
Cool,
dark
cool.
wood.
Does it smell of anything?
It's been so long.
Ugh.
You know, actually, the really high proof spirits, they just kind of evaporate over
Yeah.
time. So it's, who knows what could be in there.
I think we just keep that. I mean, that's cool
fun.
as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Also, has a pair of gloves on that look a little weird.
Oh,
What? How?
Detect.
Describe weird.
aura of readingness.
Read aura? Yeah, they're magical.
Are they magic hands, gloves, healing gloves?
The magic hands
Are
gloves.
they
Little
magic
hands of
BB
heroes.
gloves?
Magic hand.
Are those like the magic fingers chairs or
There's
whatever?
like there's one it's like magic hands and magic something else, and it turns your 8s into 10s.
Oh, you want to read you want to roll actually, I guess this is going to be a secret check. What's your nature bonus if you want to try to figure out what these gloves do,
13.
Nikolai?
Yep.
Yeah. These are, in fact, healer's gloves.
Nice.
There it is.
Ooh.
These clean, white gloves never show blood, even after they're used to stitch up wounds or treat other ailments. They give a +1 item bonus on medicine checks. Item bonus, not circumstance. And once per day, as a single action, manipulate action, you soothe the wounds of a willing adjacent creature, restoring 2d6 plus 7 hit points to that creature. This is a healing vitality effect. You cannot harm undead with this healing.
Mm.
Nikolai takes the gloves off and he hands them to Laku. I believe this would be good for you.
Oh, I'm double checking because I have the the expanded healer's toolkit, and it gives me a +1, and I just need to
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out if
is
that's
it-
an item bonus or not.
Yeah, because if that's an item bonus, that'd be a good thing to split up potentially. The one nice thing about a healer's gloves is you can also give them to anyone and they can just
Mhm.
slap heal.
Hmm. I can already do that.
Yeah,
That is what
That's
my healing
true.
is.
If anything, we should give the white gloves to Lucky then.
It's not a bad idea.
that way he can also do
I am trained in
rental
medicine.
inspections.
Yeah.
I did find dust.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
the
have to take your
expanded,
deposit.
expanded healer's toolkit is an item bonus.
Oh,
So-
okay. So yeah, you got these. They're worth. I mean, they're a lower level, but they're worth. Actually, I don't have how much they're worth on here.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could
30
just
gold
say
or
Lucky
that.
something.
has like a
I mean, honestly,
standard cost of items in his like. Oh yeah, these are about 30
mar-
gold.
Yeah,
current,
for
current
sure.
market price.
Well, the Sears catalog says.
I mean, I feel like in general, though, the ability to have a fucking 2d6 plus 7 heal potion daily
Totally.
is just good.
80
Now,
gold.
they are invested items, so that does count against your 10 invested total.
Did you say that was an interact action or is that an
That's
action?
a manipulate action.
Manipulate.
So that provokes.
Yeah, but still, like, you don't have to pull out a potion and
Mhm.
administer
Right.
it.
Yeah, no, look, healer's gloves are, even at the late game, they instant stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
Healer's gloves are generally, if they're even close to your level, some
Yeah.
of the best bang for buck
I
you
really
can
think
get.
Lucky should take them
Yeah, I think somebody should wear them
because
just to have
Lucky's
them.
always healing
If
us
you
when
give
there's
them
a
to
backup.
me, I'm probably going to sell.
I don't want to do
I
that.
That's a
respect that
fair
so
I
point.
much.
totally respect it too.
Hey, you know what? You know what it might be time for?
What's
A
that?
roll up.
It's
It
a
might be
roll-off.
time for a roll-off.
You know, I'll throw Arthur into this
Okay.
for an extra
I'll throw it
heal
in
per day.
for some
I
80
had super
gold.
sweet gloves already, so I'm not interested.
Now,
These gloves
now,
are going to match my bracelet.
slots are a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
can
could have one on
multiple
each
gloves
hand.
on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe
know
it
what?
actually is worth
Standing
it
on
for
this
me
chair?
to take it because I could just not.
I'm
use the
in.
expanded healer
I'm in a
tools
roll
and
because
this
I have
Everybody
no way to heal.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
looks like we're
We're
doing
about
a
to
roll-off.
find out
It's a
who gets
roll-off.
these. You want to roll for
This is how
Ekandaya?
we're doing this.
No.
Roll for Ekandaya.
Into
You
the
saw that,
chair.
dude,
was
that fell
incredible.
right
Oh,
in the
in your
chair.
chair?
It went into the chair.
That means you don't get it. Your die is lazy.
All right. All right. Once everyone's
I can't
rolled,
read
we'll go
mine.
around the table.
12.
All
I
right.
have no idea what mine says. Oh,
All right.
mine's 7? Okay.
Everyone's leaning around their mic, so we'll come back on Mike to answer. Nikolai, what did you roll?
Where is
12.
it?
It's right in front of your water glass. All right. What did you roll?
Like, I
Jared,
can't find it.
what did you roll?
7.
Stab him.
You did 12?
12.
7. We got a
5.
5 from
5.
Ryan.
14.
Ooh.
Nice.
And
3.
oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm for it.
There is something hilariously like Corman-esque about the shining armor Arthur with the white
white
fabric
gloves.
I was
gloves.
gonna say, do you put them like under
It's giving Dexter.
whatever metal is on your knuckles?
On top of the metal.
On
Mhm.
top of the metal.
Yeah,
No, I like to imagine, like, in my
On
mind, it
top of
really
the
is like
gauntlets.
under your gauntlets are these now like pristine
Yeah.
white gloves
Sure.
under your gauntlets.
So we can take off the gauntlets and just more gloves underneath.
I
The
like
way
it.
when you take off the gauntlet to challenge someone to a duel, you still have another set of gloves beneath them.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
Wait, so what are those called?
Healer's
Healer's
gloves.
gloves.
Those are healer's gloves.
Nice.
They're item. They're level 4. There's higher level versions of them. These are the level 4 version.
Okay.
Item 4 plus. Well, folks,
What's that other magic item we just had that I think I took?
The ring for
ring.
the owl.
The ring.
The owl
The
bird.
ring
Ring
that-
of
the charm.
bestial command.
that might turn people against you.
Yeah.
All right, you got a couple of places you still haven't checked out in here, but I'm kind of looking ahead at the clock, and I think I know how I want to play this.
All right.
You've really kind of defeated this. So what if I were to talk you through some of the other rooms?
100%.
I'm for it.
I'll say, like, at this point, you've resolved a lot of the major threats, and this is Kingmaker, and I want to make sure that you all don't feel like you have to explore everything because Kingmaker is so big.
There's a video playing somehow.
Sorry.
I was like,
I have no
is
idea
someone
what's
really good at projecting their
Wait,
voice?
what's happening?
Jane?
I'll say, Lauren, one of my favorite things that happened once is I didn't properly have the do not disturb set up on my phone, and my sister called us mid-recording. And because of how the phone's wired in, just literally we could all talk to her through the mics at once.
She was kind of like,
She was like,
okay, this is weird.
Fortunately, like in terms of explaining things, my sister does listen to the podcast. So she was at least like, oh, hi, everyone.
Aw. Yeah, no, I don't know how I opened up YouTube, but I managed to. And I don't even know what was playing.
Mad skills. All right.
That could have been much worse then.
So
Yeah.
You
you
know.
take the rest of the time to clear this. You've really already identified one of the other major threats, which was the violet fungus in the like first main room
Yep.
you entered. However, because of that, you actually can avoid them without triggering them. There
I
were
mean,
some
we could probably just
shriekers.
like shoot them
What were they going to do?
and just keep backing up until we kill them.
The violet fungus is because they eat, like, they would have sort of worked towards and started trying to eat anything that stays in that room too long.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, no, they're not fun.
Gross.
I don't think you would have had time to loot anything in there unless you want to fight them. Do you want to try to fight them?
I mean,
Wait, fight what?
The
I'm just
purple-
saying, like,
No,
we could
I
all
don't wanna-
stand back here with ranged weapons and just shoot them. They're so
Yeah.
slow.
Also, you're so stealthy, potentially. Here's what I'll say. You actually had the stats where I think you could just send Lucky into any room to just like Baldur's Gate 3 be like, we don't have to fight them. We just have to loot every
Yeah.
person in this room.
Sure. I'm good with
Asterion,
that.
go and get it done.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So out of that room, you turn up a battered breastplate. I'll put this in the Discord for you. A suit of rusted chainmail, 3 daggers, 2 long swords, a short sword. Basically, what you're finding is like all the loot of the different things the owlbears have like killed and bragged
Gotcha,
back here.
Sure.
A low-grade silver warhammer.
Cool.
Oh.
There's some silver.
Yep.
Yeah.
A vial of
Throw that
silver
in the water.
salve.
How does Lucky react to
Oh.
that warhammer?
I pick it up and I throw it in the
Does
water.
it make him sweat a little?
He's like holding it. And he's like, I will carry
Someone else
this.
should go pick that up real quick.
A silver salve that basically lets you like silver 10 pieces of ammunition or
Mhm.
like a weapon. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
There's also a
I'll
set
hold on
of
to that.
infiltrator thieves tools, which are like high-grade
Oh.
thieves tools.
Badass.
Damn.
I'm gonna roll
I'm
off for those.
in a roll for those.
Add those to your giant keychain.
Are you
Mhm.
genuinely interested?
Yeah, because
Let's-
I'm genuinely
All right.
and not a grave robber, archaeologist.
You're legally not a
Not
grave
Yeah.
robber.
robber.
Definitely not.
All right, so
definitely not a
let's
grave robber.
let's do a roll off between.
and I'm an expert in thievery. So.
Well, actually, here's the thing though. Hey, Lucky, would you have told them you found the thieves' tools?
Ah,
Ooh, roll a deception.
That's true.
It's just thieves' tools.
Yeah, I probably would
You
have.
can be like,
All
I
right.
found this normal set of thieves' tools.
You two roll off.
I got these extra.
wait,
thieves
hold
tools.
on. It's
They
what's
didn't
the
come from
bonus?
my bag.
I
Is it
don't
an
know.
item bonus? Because my gloves give me an item bonus to thievery.
I don't.
So it's like the
fucking know.
same
I'll
thing as
look.
hers.
But first, roll
Sure,
off. For
roll
fun.
off.
Yeah, I want to know. You also find 121 silver and
16.
scattered coins.
Oh, 15.
So there you go. Moot
Wow.
point.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was one more thing. The room to the north of the entry room would have had remember the shambler you all fought for the mushrooms or for
Mhm.
the fungus?
Mm-hmm.
There was one of those in there and a centipede swarm.
Yeah.
So you get to see that and you're just like, now we're good. There is the twisting tunnel to the south with a weakened floor that could collapse. And then that's pretty much. Oh, there was a whole nother spider nest that you could have interacted with for fun.
Yeah, it's just a plus
That
one
doesn't
item
sound
bonus.
fun.
So
Yeah, you can use it.
I
We've
don't know.
had
My
enough
gloves
of
do the same
spiders.
thing.
So
Yeah, item bonus. Yeah.
as you all are walking back to town, it's about a 2 days travel. Well, you all are done, and you have this Tengu with you
and an owlbear.
and an owlbear.
We have a city and a nation if you want to come stay at it.
At the
I mean,
nation.
I was on my way to go see maybe if my friends still were living Gung and Red, if they still are alive and looking for the mosquito witch, but I can come hang in town. Do you have any cryptids? Anything that needs
I don't
investigating?
know what
We
that
have-
is.
You have the baby of a cryptid.
We
Greg,
have,
Gregori's doppelganger.
That
just
sounds
come-
cryptid.
Just come and eat and have dinner, and if you want to stay, you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
We can feed you.
I'm actually
For a day.
pretty good.
Oh, that sounds really
You're
nice.
Cooking.
Definitely like saved me from dying. So
Oh,
So finishing this dungeon. It's a 2 days journey back to town. Do you have a horse with you?
And what's its
Laku.
name?
I wasn't. I didn't imagine that she would have a horse, but I guess
Sure.
it would make more sense if she had a horse.
Do you have a mount of some sort? Doesn't have to be a horse.
Yeah, I'll say yes.
It could be like a riding ostrich. I don't know what Tengu ride.
I think it would just
Mm,
be a
sounds
horse.
good.
Okay.
That feels really
Bad.
racist.
what's your
He's
horse's
like, I'm gonna
name?
ride this stupid bird.
What's your horse's name?
Oh, I see. I have names for my husband, my children, all my siblings. I don't know what
No,
horse
So
is name.
his is horse.
Bojack. It's
Palomino,
Bojack.
Palomino.
Palomino.
I don't remember.
Lucky doesn't care enough to know his
I don't
horse's
remember
name.
mine anymore either.
No.
I think
Should
it
probably
was
write
like,
him down. We have a drama though somewhere.
Yeah,
And a
the
drama.
Oh,
drama.
I love Nadrama.
I really love the idea that whoever gave you the horse said it's a Palomino, and you just thought that person was Italian, and you were like, "Oh, Palomino's its
Palomino.
name."
So here's how I want to use the rest of the time left in this episode. It's a 2 days journey on Mount back to Shattershield, which is enough time for all of you to rest up and level up.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I'm
So
so,
let's-
excited.
Finally
This
level
is
10.
Yeah,
Finally.
so this is gonna be level 6.
Yep.
CX.
Well, you know what? Let's
Fuck
switch
yeah.
over to. Well, I guess we'll let this dramatic thing play out, and then we'll switch over to some like kind of more exciting music, maybe some more pastoral music, and let's talk through level 6 for this party.
Oh wow.
Level 6 just changed for Jason.
Are you gonna punch it in?
Uh-huh.
Damn dog.
Well, you know what? Let's save this for a different reason. Let's talk about going back to town. So you have leveled up. We'll talk about level ups next episode for another reason. But you make it back to town in 2 days. You get back into town. talk to me about what you all want to do in town. You get back into Shatter Shield. It's been almost another week because it was 2 days down, a day there, 2 days back. So it's been a little over half a week. And you come back into town. You've completed a quest.
Mm.
You have completed hunting the beast. And you will reduce the unrest at the start of the next kingdom turn.
Nice.
And begin with 3 fame points rather than 1.
Nice.
So you bring back the head of the beast. People in town see it.
The head, the claws,
A whole bunch of feathers.
yeah.
And it's a baby.
Sure.
I kind of tell people like, this is Echo. This is where we found this like emaciated baby owlbear in the cave, and we're going to raise it.
And I think people are happy to have you back, but it's still, under the sadness of, what was it? I think we said
Mhm.
18 people had died.
17.
I think it was 18 once
18 with
with-
Arthur's mom. That's right.
Yeah. 18 had died. I think remember like one of the bandits died.
Yeah.
I have the notes here on which
The
bandit died.
lumberjack bandit.
Yep.
There was two of the lumberjack bandits, and Floric died. So Kristoff was like mourning Floric's death. Remember, Knock Knock was in a coma when you left from a severe head injury.
Hopefully still is.
Like, oh man, he's out.
And,
That's
man.
crazy.
I'll go check on
That
that.
Probably-
bed rest is probably
probably
going to be several months.
Probably should just put him out of his misery.
As
Meek
soon
Mech
as we
was
get
pretty
back-
messed up. Ekandai
Yeah.
was in a bad way. But Meek Mech and Ekandai were both like, anytime one of them wasn't like on patrols, you come back to town and you've heard like, yeah, sorry, I'm talking too much.
No worries.
Who wants to go where?
As soon as we get back into town, what time is it generally?
This is second day of travel. You were there. This is like midday, 2 days later. We're in like, I think a November-ish analog, if I remember right.
Mhm.
We're
If
getting
we
close to
have
that.
like a bell in the center of town that we ring to announce
I mean, you would have at
things.
one point, but not right now.
fair, I think Arthur goes to the biggest like square he can find with a soapbox or whatever.
The town hall is on that hill, if you remember right. So it's pretty visible from a lot of other places.
So he would announce, "I call an emergency town meeting," and walk inside the town hall.
Okay. I think it takes some time for word to get out about it. I imagine we'll say, you know what? Here we go. It's going to take about 90 minutes, about an hour and a half for folks kind of word to get out. Even then, it'll just be people in nearby. Your outlying territories, of course, won't make it in time.
Good time to like refocus.
Yeah, you can pray. What's anyone else doing for these 90 minutes when you're back in town? This is your first time kind of getting to Shatter Shield. You've heard a little bit about it. It's only been around for like more than half a year. But it's already, it was more impressive until about a week ago. But let's talk a little bit about this town and this community. So I think I ran the new population total somewhere. But for the life of me, we did all the fucking math on the population.
I don't remember what it was.
And then I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere, and I'm like, I was really clever in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna write it down here so I don't forget it. It was just about 200 people. Probably a little more now, probably about 250, 300 people in town. Well, so now maybe it's like 230 instead. They had developed several blocks. There was a large town hall. There was housing in an inn. There was housing in there was like another whole block of housing with like a pretty good general store that had been built out inside of it. However, now one whole block of housing has been destroyed, and people throughout town, there's tents set up, people kind of living in like little bits of what's left of the small houses they'd owned before, canvas draped over parts of it.
Laka would be walking around trying to gather information about if anyone's heard of either Red
Mm-hmm.
or Gung or Oscar, people she had known
Mhm.
30 years ago. And otherwise, is there maybe if she could like lend her services as a medic to help some of these people that might have gotten hurt.
Yeah.
But there's a town meeting in like 90 minutes, so she's also not trying to get too deep into anything right now, just kind of casually going around and seeing like what could I do here.
So that's actually really conveniently located. So now they'd unfortunately had to turn a section in front of the town hall into a bit of a temporary morgue. However, they'd put some of the most severely injured in some of the rooms of the town hall. So there's a lot of the immediate stuff's down, but there's some sort of long-term care patients, essentially, that are in parts of the town hall where the meeting will be taking place. And there's plenty of people kind of moving around, especially now that word's been getting out that there's a town hall meeting, so it's easy to ask around. So I'll say there probably isn't a whole lot medically to be done right now. There's a few people that have lost limbs. The biggest one that that has some narrative focus is, Knock Knock, this kind of goblin warden, is unconscious, pretty bad head injury. And you come to him, by the time you get in there, you see there's almost like a changing of the guard when you walk up to the room. And this small, dusk-scaled kobold is talking to this taller, dark-skinned man with a bow, and they're sort of checking in. You see they're looking over. And if you eavesdrop, you can kind of pick up that they're sort of talking about how Knock Knock's hasn't gotten any better. And they're talking, the taller man is sort of saying, the human is saying what he saw on watch. And the smaller kobold is kind of taking notes, and you see him sheathe this sword on his back and pick up a cloak and a shield over his shoulder and go out, and you hear him say that he'll take the next round on the city to make sure someone's keeping an eye. And as he goes out, you see him, and he kind of stops and looks up, and there's this, double check on my stuff here. There's a halfling that's looks like used to be a lumberjack's axe that has been reinforced for battle. And this halfling and the kobold, then head out on a patrol. And you hear one of the halfling kind of looks back, and the taller man, he says, "Ekandayu, tell us what they say at the town hall. We'll keep eyes out." The two of them kind of head out. As you start asking around, no one's heard of anything or anyone named Red. But when you mention Gung, a few people share that they've heard tales from they have friends or family, or they've drank with people at the inn that work on some of the road crews, because right now the kingdom have been expanding roads northern to the main trade road on the south edge of Redboy. And they've had some issues with occasional trolls, wandering monsters, a few non-affiliate bandits. And legend has started to spread about these two figures who are known only as Gung and also Gung. And so maybe it's that. They say one is the descriptions kind of vary, no one's seen them up close.
Right.
They say that one's very small but moves quickly, and the other's maybe an ogre or just a really tall man, this huge person who just nothing can stop them.
She thinks to herself, she's like, that sounds right. That's probably them.
And as you're talking, you hear these big footsteps coming up behind you, and you hear, "Laku, is that really you?"
She turns around. She's like, "Oh, Oscar?
Well, you're so big now. You were like a little kid back then. What are you doing here?
You're just as big as I remember you."
Oh, yeah, well, getting old. And he pats his belly.
I came here because I hate to speak to it because I don't want to give it any power, but I feel like I've been haunted by the mosquito witch again. And she pulls out the little paper doll and shows you. And again, this thing is as pristine white as it was 30 years ago.
I think I found her.
You found her?
And I want to leave it there.
Okay. We'll cut away then to something else. What are you up to, Jonas and Lucky?
I think Jonas follows Lucky to find out where he stashes all the money.
I'll lose my tail. Don't worry.
I'm following him around the corner, and I'm for sure he doesn't see me, and then he's
just
gone.
gone.
I was like, damn it.
Don't you have a fucking ring of invisibility
it's
now,
just-
too?
yeah,
flip
no,
on my
he
cloak
flips up
and
his
I'm like,
cloak.
see ya.
No, I was joking.
What an idiot.
I think I probably set a timer. Arthur, I knew he called the town meeting, but I'm
Sure.
gonna take a little break before that and probably just go back to my room and take the owlbear claw and just set it up on my shelf next to the makeshift model of the tower and whatnot, and then probably take a quick 20-25 minute nap.
Dirt
And
bath.
just dirt, yeah, just
Yeah, dust bath.
take a filthy bird bath. Yeah.
Oh, God. Why is it filthy?
No, I'm just joking. It's come on. Everybody laugh. No. So then, no, I think just chill
It's
because
not racist if people laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Fantasy racism isn't racism.
Dave Chappelle proved that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's so funny. Oh man. Yeah, no, just literally lay down in my bed
Sure.
in the filth. I'll clean it later. I'm just exhausted because of not just fighting the thing, just because of everything with going in town And I know that in 20, 25 minutes, we're going to have to go deal with that. And I just need, what'd the TikTok say, Jason?
I just need a minute.
I just need a minute.
Okay. Lucky.
Lucky goes to his office
Sure.
and starts drafting off plans for reparations.
Ooh.
Damn.
I mean, we got to get some income back flowing. So
Right.
We can't be
Wow.
out of money.
Lucky's a Keynesian.
I don't get that joke.
That's why I laugh.
That's an economist joke.
You wanna explain it real quick?
Yeah, so Keynes was this economist who thought that in order to avoid downturns, in order to avoid depressions, instead of austerity, like cutting money from government to people, you instead double it so that you restart the consumer economy.
Mhm.
Even though it's going to build up debt, the idea is that it will actually pretty quickly, you're able to pay it down because people are moving the economy again.
Oh, I learn something every day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A British economist. Yeah.
All right. Well, about 90 minutes goes by.
Nikolai drops the owlbear off with the hunting party and is like,
Sure.
watch this. I can't take it to the town hall.
Yeah, be a little insensitive.
Oh, I also want to make a correction. His
Yeah.
Mira is the name of the wolf. Briella is the interest.
Sure. The
So I
love
messed that up
interest.
last time. I was calling her Mira. It's Briella.
Stormbow?
Briella Stormbow, yeah.
I just call her Stormbow.
All right.
Mom calls her Stormbow. I call her Stormbow.
So, about 90 minutes go by. People start filing into the town hall. Everyone's wondering what's going on. Where's the head at? Have you kept it with you? Is it on display?
The owlbear
I
head?
have it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone's kind of filing in. It's been 4 days since you left. You're all back in one piece. That word's made it out. Many people have already talked about seeing you with the head. Everyone starts to file in.
Let's
Come by.
see the head.
Yeah. I heard Grigori say while they were gone that. You hear some indistinct chatter about Grigori, but some others talking about, well, what else they've done. You see a few familiar faces in the crowd. A couple of kobolds. Back in one of the corners, you see a troop blue-skinned folks that have kind of like sat down. They're not in armor, but they have short swords strapped on here or there. See them kind of talking with a few other folks in town.
Do we,
a lot
got
of
the,
people.
do we have the hobgoblins around?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The hobgoblins that were
Yeah.
a part of the Trolls' old kingdom are there. And you see a few people, well, yeah, but you hear what they did to Hargolka. It could have been a big problem. Someone else is like, well, my family, we moved here from the south because his band was roving. We'd lose houses, livestock, whole caravans at a time to those trolls. So, it's not like they were out there just doing nothing. And a couple others like, my brother, he's one of the loggers, and he was talking about what's been happening with the Wyvern down there in the south, where the reaches of the forest. They've lost almost whole logging camps to that Wyvern, but I guess they slayed it, is what he said. And so there's all sorts of word about what's going on, but there's still others that are harder to refute. There's the occasional small cry, and you'll hear a parent like, I miss her too. It's okay.
Damn.
It's an odd silence that finally falls over the room when all of you walk in. The four of you, plus a couple others, there's a missing seat now in the council. As you sit down, Nikolai at the center.
Ari
as-
finally drank herself to death. Huh?
Wow.
The counselor, Ari, to his right. His general, Arthur, to his left. The magister, staff position held collectively by the
Yes.
organization.
Yes.
Lucky is the treasurer. Jonas, viceroy. Ekendayu is there, representative of the warden. Empty is the seat of the emissary once held by Letitia. Nikolai calls the meeting to order.
Arthur immediately stands up, kicks his chair back, standing up, grabs the head, throws it forward.
There's a gasp. I mean, for what it's worth, you give me an athletics check.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
26.
So, anyone else would have had to, heave it down, but like Arthur somehow just, I mean, he only throws it like 2 feet, but this thing is huge. It's amazing. Like it's a caber toss of a throw to move this head down.
I love this probably sitting like 2 feet away and he's just like, ugh, and just moves it like, oh,
Well,
that
he
was
probably
there the
throws
whole
it
time.
off of like
Yeah.
off of the
Sure,
dais,
sure.
basically,
Mhm.
bam, and like the floor shakes. You lucky you can almost hear one of the floorboards like splinter. And they're like, fuck, we're gonna have to repair that.
I imagine like one of its eyes is open and its beak is open, you know, just like, oh.
Yeah.
So Arthur just says, the beast of Shadowshield is dead. We defeated it. But I take responsibility for the damage it did to the town. It was my responsibility to protect this city, and I failed. Therefore, I would like to tender my resignation to the Baron for inability to perform the duties required of me.
Do you accept this man's resignation? I'm just kidding. Nikolai looks at you and looks out at the crowd and says, well, that is very... I understand why you want to put all of this on you. But look at this table. And he like makes hands to all the people that are sitting here. And look at them. We need you. We all need you. Without you, it could have been much worse.
And to find out what happens a year from now,
Oh.
tune in next week.
What? A year?
No.
Nice.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Want to support us? Check us out at patreon.com/live to die pod. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more.